Just tell me when.
Okay, we'll start. Hi, this is
Hi.
hi Amy Sherrill.
Hi, Christopher Limber.
This is Amy Sherrill, who is one of our PPA alumni, and this is Chris Limber welcoming you to yet another wonderful interview where we get to talk a little bit about how our alumni are doing. Amy Sherrill, you're now where? Tell us where you are right now.
Okay, I am in Hannibal, Missouri, which is about, what, an hour and 20 minutes from St. Louis area.
Yeah, yeah.
It's a nice little artsy town.
Mark Twain's hometown.
Mark Twain memorabilia everywhere.
I used to perform a Mark Twain show, so I went to Hannibal a lot, and it's a beautiful town.
It really is. It really is. Yeah, they have a little barn theater about a block from my house that they do Mark Twain shows over and over again.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, yeah.
And you're working now, and you have your own place.
I am.
Is
Yes.
tell us about your new place.
Well, when I was released, I went from that to a transition house, and then I came across a friend of mine was looking at an apartment in a building. It was an art studio building, and it had a loft up top. So I went to look at her place with her, and they said, "Would you like to look at the art studio below?" And I walked in, and I said, "I want this right now." So, yes, I mean, immediately. So I just started the whole process, and, through so much help and support from people I've met through PPA and just all in the community, and it's really come together, and it's really beautiful. Yeah.
So you got your own place, and you're working now.
I do. I work at a nursing home. I work in the kitchen.
Oh,
And yeah, well, I was a server, and I just got promoted yesterday to cook and got a little raise and stuff. So that's pretty good.
that's
It's
fantastic.
not really my career choice, but I'm grateful for the job.
Oh, that's fantastic, Amy.
Yeah.
Well, listen, how long did you participate in PPA?
I first entered PPA in 2011 under Agnes Wilcox.
Uh-huh.
And I was brought in by a woman named Patty Pruitt, and she asked me to, there had been a problem, I'm not really sure, but an actor got taken out and asked me to step in 2 weeks before the performance. And so she kind of finagled me into that, really. And I believe it was The Rover, I believe it was. So,
Which Rachel Tibbetts directed.
well, Agnes at that time did it too.
Oh,
Oh yeah, yeah. It was the Rover one. Yeah, Rachel was part of it too. Yes, yes. I don't know. It was such a blur for me at that moment, trying to jump in, and then I just never left. It was just an amazing experience.
Had you acted before?
No, I don't know. When I was in high school, I did a little bit, but not really. Life went on, so I've always been kind of a natural ham, so it kind of came natural.
Well, you do a lot of comedic roles in the plays that PPA does, and so we're looking forward to getting you involved with the alumni.
Oh, I'm looking forward to it too. Sometimes I worry, being involved with PPA and being in there, it really took me to a whole nother level in my life. And I worry that is not going to be a part of my life anymore. And as much as I cherish those experiences, of course I want to go on with that, because those were just the best memories ever. I mean, the whole process.
Well, tell us, what was your favorite memory or experience while working with PPA?
I mean, if we're going for the best experience, I'd have to say the documentary with Stacey Lentz and Lisa Boyd. And and going through that and run on sentence, and that whole process was neat. I personally love the start of a play when it's messy and you can't see an end in sight and you're dry reading and blah, there's just, I just have a lot of great memories for that. But yeah, Run on Sentence was, and Animal Farm. I really liked Animal Farm. You had brought in that movement coach, and and I got to act with my daughter.
Oh,
So, and
great.
that, yeah, that was, it was really fun to see her, just shine out there and do her thing.
Lauren.
Lauren Banks, yes.
Thanks.
Yes.
Good, good, good. Well, you guys were wonderful together, and that's a special memory for me too. Animal Farm, it's a wonderful piece. Um, what does life look like for you? And right now, work and a new apartment and getting to know a new community.
Yeah, I don't know. It's just so exciting. I wake up just every day wondering who's going to come in my life, or what it's going to bring. And through PPA and through your help, I was introduced to a woman named Erin, and she mentored me into the community, and it was invaluable.
She lives in Hannibal, and she's a former St. Louis actress that I know, and so she's involved in the arts community there, I would imagine.
Yes. And she introduced me to the local theater people, and I am now a part of a group called Yeti Youth Initiative Program. And we're meeting tomorrow, as a matter of fact, and what I'm going to do is mentor some youth. And we've been doing some online things since the pandemic, and we're going to have a summer camp that I'm really excited about. And I do improv. I took an improv class with them, kind of to help me get used to them and them get used to me. And it's just been really her introducing me to them was invaluable. So as far as, I don't just have work and have to focus on rebuilding my life, I do have a part of my life that I really care for come out with me. So that made all the difference in the world. It really did.
That's fantastic. That's fantastic. And how has the COVID pandemic impacted you? What's like the hardest part, and what have you learned from all this craziness that we're having to deal with?
Honestly, I'm in the healthcare, working at the nursing home, and the hardest part has been seeing the residents and the loneliness that they're experiencing.
Oh,
Really,
you can't
you
see their
know, they can't see their families. There's a lot of deaths where no one's around, looking through windows and things like that. Personally, for me, it's been a technology booster because I was behind. So you had to kind of get used to different things because of it. Um, the main thing I've learned from the pandemic is everyone has underlying health conditions, and they
Oh,
want to tell you about them. I don't care where you at. Someone wants to tell you about their underlying health conditions and how they're at risk. It's amazing. And I don't know. I've taken it finishing their sentence because they started out like this. I know this is a terrible thing. I have, and I'll say underlying health conditions. Yeah, so really, I've learned a lot about my community.
Amy, the time goes so fast, and it's such a pleasure to see you and to see you doing so well. Can you let our community know about the impact of PPA for those who are incarcerated and for yourself?
PPA will expand you from the walls that you're in. PPA will expand you from the self-imposed prison you may have put yourself in, and the prison itself. And it will, I don't know, it'll just open so many doors for you mentally. And it just brings you to a whole nother level on your confidence level and just the support of the group. It can be an absolute life changer, and it absolutely was in mine.
Well, that's really wonderful to hear. And it's great to see that you're doing so great. And I know Hannibal is become a great home for you. And we also look forward to maybe when you return to St. Louis and getting you involved in the alumni company.
Oh, I definitely will be there. I will definitely be there. And I hope to make trips there sometime and see what's going on with everyone when everything starts back up. And I can maybe come and watch a show and get involved a little more.
Fantastic.
All right.
Fantastic. Well, you take good care of yourself, and thank you.
Take care,
It's
Chris.
been great
Chris,
to
thanks.
talk to you.
You
And,
too.
and we'll keep in touch.
Okay. Thank you. Have a
Thanks.
good one.